points before the final interconnection to the KABANANA tank. The project is expected to be fully completed by September 2025. LWSC Managing Director, Engineer Jili Chiombwe, said the project demonstrates the company's commitment to delivering safe and sustainable water to all communities. Funded under the Mandevu Constituency Development Fund, CDF, the project aligns with Zambia's Vision 2030 and Sustainable Development Goal number 6, which seeks to ensure access to water, to safe water and sanitation for all.
We are trying to get KABANANA onto surface water supply. The reason being that currently KABANANA is supplied from boreholes, and we've had issues in terms of supply from our boreholes. Drying up of the boreholes in some instances, but also in terms of the source of energy to power the boreholes. So as an alternative, we have decided to connect KABANANA to surface water supply. This is water coming from the material tanks. We have an existing line running from material tanks up to somewhere around SOS. So we are interconnecting about a 250 millimeter pipeline from there, going all the way up to the tanks, the tank in KABANANA. So this is about 2.8 kilometers. Now this project is funded under CDF, specifically looking at Mandevu constituency. Thanks so much to the Mandevu constituency itself. So work have advanced. Most of the work have been done. We're just remaining with a stretch of about 90 meters where we need to do rock breaking. We've encountered rock. And then once that one is done, then we do the interconnection to the tank. And then also the remaining work will just really be a statement of where we did cutting of the roads or pavements, within the area. So I can say we're about 96% complete in terms of the works, and we are targeting to complete everything by mid of September. So we will start pumping obviously from material tanks.
The Zambia Medicines and Medical Supplies Agency, ZAMSA, has commenced the mass distribution of long-lasting insecticide-treated nets in Eastern Province. ZAMSA Corporate Communications Officer GOVT Calabar said the agency, with support from UNFPA, is distributing more than 440,000 mosquito nets across 9 districts of the province. Mr. Calabar explained that the distribution exercise is aimed at safeguarding maternal and child health, particularly protecting pregnant women and children under 5 from malaria, a leading cause of illness and death in the region. Meanwhile, Chief Sandwe of the Nsenga-speaking people has commended government for the timely distribution of mosquito nets in his chiefdom. He described the initiative as critical, especially ahead of the rainy season when malaria cases tend to rise. Speaking when a ZAMSA distribution team paid a courtesy call at his palace in Lusangazi, Chief Sandwe said the intervention will significantly contribute to reducing malaria cases in the area.
So we are in Eastern Province where we are distributing mosquito nets to districts of Eastern Province. We are distributing over 440,000 mosquito nets to 9 districts of Eastern Province. Eastern Province has 15 districts. So the first batch of distribution, we are doing 9, and the second one will do the remaining 6, which is yet to come in the next few weeks when we finish this first distribution. We are distributing up to the last mile of these communities. So where we are in Lusangazi, we are distributing to the furthest healthcare facilities, and communities are going to benefit by means of the register and by means of the register which has been provided by the clinics which they have access to. But what this also means for us as ZAMSA is that we are excited because many people are going to benefit from these mosquito nets. different households from different communities in Eastern Province.
First and foremost, I want to appreciate the commitment that the government has shown, especially in disputing the nets in a good time, way before the rain season. I think the nets will greatly help the mothers, even children, those that will be sleeping under it. It's a very big plus in this matter. So this is what the people are expecting, prompt action. This is what we may term as prompt action, because they have come in a good time, and this is an assurance of prevention from malaria.
Cleaning Association of Zambia President-elect Lawrence Makumbi has called on the Inspector General of Police, Gravel Musamba, to intervene in an alleged fraudulent scheme of employers not remitting money that is being deducted from workers that belong to the union. In an interview with Camnet TV, Mr. Makumbi expressed concern that since 2021, no funds have been deposited into the union's account, with the total amount now exceeding 20 million kwacha. He alleged that a Lusaka-based cleaning company has been deducting money from the pay slips of over 5,000 workers, but has failed to remit the funds to the union. Meanwhile, National Union of Professional Cleaners Deputy Secretary General of Finance, Gilbert Banda, noted that under labor laws, companies are required to transfer any outstanding payments into the union's account within 14 days to ensure workers benefit from their contributions. Mr. Banda urged the Ministry of Labor and Zambia Police to conduct a thorough investigation into the matter to protect the rights of the affected workers.
However, I have been arrested for reporting to the police by policemen that were corrupted and ended up taking me to court, and I have been discharged. Now we come to the case which we reported. I am asking the Inspector General of Police to kindly let justice for the workers that the union official has just stated. We want justice for the 5,000 workers. They are currently being deducted from their pay slip 29 kwacha and over 145,000. As the union official has said it himself, over 145,000 kwacha is going into the coffers of this international company, and they do not remit. Already that is fraud which has been reported. As at 2021, there was 15 million which these foreigners have stolen from the workers. Now, 4 years down the line, we are expecting that figure to be above 20 million kwacha. 20 million kwacha has been stolen from poor cleaners, and the government is watching. We are asking the Labor Commissioner now to do the right thing. But Labor Commissioner, you know what you have to do. We have reported this matter. You have even written a letter to those
which NEMCAM must deposit into the account for the union. The union must pay the workers on their own, those that are within the union that are elected as office bearers, permanent in that office.
Internal Performance Agreements Policy Advisor and lead focal point person on the Wish 2 project, Timothy Banda, has urged journalists to remain factual and accurate in their reporting. Mr. Banda emphasized that trained journalists have a critical role to play as advocates in promoting access to sexual and reproductive health and human rights, particularly for marginalized women and girls in society. Meanwhile, one of the participants, Fuwe Mwangala, expressed appreciation for the training, noting that it would strengthen journalists' ability to produce factual and credible news. Ms. Mwangala further encouraged fellow journalists to take the lead in sensitizing communities on issues of sexual and reproductive health and rights, stressing that the media has a vital role in shaping public awareness. You are still watching main news on Camnet TV, broadcasting live on TOPWA channel 106, streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and on the Kenstream app. We'll now take a break, but do join us for international and sports news when we return.
Immediate coverage of any breaking or latest news in Zambia and around the world on Camnet Television, call the numbers on your screen. Camnet Television, bringing to your screens fair news, impartial news, credible and reliable news all the time. Get the whole truth on Camnet World News. Camnet Television, not just another channel.
Enjoy the benefits of an instant loan with us ranging from 1,000 kwacha to 750,000 kwacha paid express once collateral is viewed, valued and verified. Call us on 0763 595 359 or 0779 432 993. Classified Financial Express, here as your financial friend.
From time immemorial, we have had different types of lighting options, from those that can burn down our investments in minutes to those that dig holes in our pockets due to constant replacement and huge consumption of our ZESCO units. Savenda Electric introduces the new and advanced electric bulb with cutting-edge technology of LED that has low power consumption, gives out bright white light, and lasts up to 25,000 hours. Savenda Electric manufactures all types of LED light, like plastic LED fluorescent tubes, down lights, ceiling lights, outdoor fittings, and solar street lights made to customer specifications. Let's live on the bright side of life by choosing solutions that are available in all leading stores and supermarkets countrywide. For orders, call 0962 642 490 or email jnbunda@savenda.com or pchabula@savenda.com.
Are you looking for a reliable and efficient courier company with international standards? Then let UBZ Courier, your trusted partner in swift and secure deliveries, be your ultimate choice. Whether it's a small package or a hefty consignment, UBZ Courier handles it all, locally and internationally. Our modern call center ensures personalized attention for every client. For seamless deliveries within Zambia and beyond, trust UBZ Courier. Call us now on +260 763 062 680 or visit us at plot number 15 Mwapona Road, Woodland, Lusaka, Zambia. UBZ Courier, a world-class brand that can be trusted.
Welcome back and thank you so much for still joining us on the Camnet News Desk. And now in international news. It has been more than 3 months since Togo President-elect began his new term, yet no new ministers have been appointed. The delay follows sweeping constitutional reforms that abolished presidential elections and transitioned the country to a parliamentary system. Opposition leaders have condemned the changes as a power grab intended to allow the president-elect in office since 2005 to consolidate his rule indefinitely. Here's a roundup of international stories.
It's been more than 3 months since Foya Simbe began his new term as president of Togo, but so far no new ministers have been named. The delay follows a major constitutional reform that scrapped presidential elections and shifted the country to a parliamentary system. The opposition calls it a power grab designed to let Yasimbe, in office since 2005, stay in power indefinitely. For now, the outgoing government continues managing day-to-day affairs while pressure builds on the president, now head of the Council of Ministers, to appoint a new team. Critics say the delay reflects deeper tensions. The constitutional overhaul passed by lawmakers last year has been described by opponents as an institutional coup d'etat. Yasimbe's family has ruled Togo for 58 years. He took over from his father, who led the country for nearly 4 decades. But not everyone is sounding the alarm. Outgoing Labour Minister Gilbert Bawawa says the situation is not extraordinary, pointing to Belgium, which once went over a year with only
Aisha Mohammed, a mother of twins, says the lack of hospitals, doctors and even safe roads to the state capital Maiduguri makes maternal care nearly impossible. Lack of good hospitals is our problem, as well as lack of workers, medication and doctors that can treat us. A lack of access to road from Gunduga to Maiduguri in the night time to visit the hospital is also a problem. According to the World Health Organization, Nigeria recorded at least 75,000 maternal deaths last year, more than a quarter of the global total. In Borno State, years of Boko Haram violence have forced clinics to shut down, while doctors earn less than $150 a month.
The reproductive health needs for women and girls is very critical when you come to Northeast, and specifically in the deep field locations. So people in these areas find it difficult to have access to service because the services are either difficult to reach them, or even where the services are available, maybe because it's a garrison town where it is trenched by the military.
With US aid cuts and family planning budgets slashed by 97% this year, health workers warn more lives will be lost unless urgent resources reach Nigeria's northeast.
Another tariff threat from Washington. US President faced 200% tariffs if it did not supply the United States with rare earth magnets. China is the world's largest supplier of these critical materials, which are notably crucial for building electric vehicles. In the ongoing trade war between Washington and Beijing, the Chinese government has tightened its grip on exports of several rare metals, a move not appreciated by the White House. The 200% tariff threat comes despite a 90-day pause on tariff hikes that both countries agreed on earlier this month.
And finally, in sports news this evening, ZESCO NDOLA girls triumphed over Malawi's NTOPWA FC with a score of 5-3 in the CAF Women's Champions League COSAFA qualifiers. The match took place on Tuesday afternoon, August 26, 2025, at the UJ Muller Stadium in Johannesburg, South Africa. Avel Tundu set the tone for the NDOLA girls by scoring the first goal in the 7th minute. Just before halftime, they added a second goal in the 42nd minute. Shortly after the break, in the 47th minute, Charity Mwanga found the back of the net, making it 3-0 for ZESCO. Mila Milambo followed up in the 64th minute, extending their lead to 4-0 in favor of Zambia. In the 77th minute, NLA Spirit netted our second goal of the match, bringing the score to 5-0 for ZESCO NDOLA girls, which earned her the Player of the Match award. NTOPWA FC found the back of the net for the first time in the 80th minute, thanks to Rose Afundika. Just 10 minutes later, Kondao Banda added another goal, and in stoppage time, Jesse Yosefe sealed the match, concluded with a score of 5-3 in favor of ZESCO NDOLA girls. And that exciting sports item brings us to the end of this edition of Main News on Camnet TV. But before we go, we take a recap of stories that made headlines. South Africa Court dismisses ECL's family direct appeal, and government commits to give former President Lungu befitting send-off. Over 40,000 KABANANA residents set to gain reliable water supply as LWSC nears project completion. Cleaning Association of Zambia raises alarm over unpaid union contributions. No new government in Togo despite 3 months after power shift. ZESCO NDOLA girls thrash NTOPWA FC 5-3 in CAF Women's Champions League qualifiers. We now look at the Camnet verse for the day, coming from the book of Lamentations chapter 3 verses 31 and 33. It reads, "For the Lord will not cast off forever, but though he cause grief, he will have compassion according to the abundance of his steadfast love. For he does not afflict from his heart or grieve the children of men." That ends the Bible reading, and that ends the main news on Camnet TV. But dear viewer, do remember, like always, that Camnet TV is not just another channel. Now broadcasting live on Top Star channel 106, streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and on the Kenstream app. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Tapelo Joe Smarter. Good evening and God bless.